Yeah, welcome back. And on our previous class, we talked about how to add image and all those stuff. Yeah, so we are still not done with our parts on adding image and probably attributes. I still want to expand it a little bit using some tag called Marquee. So there's an HTML tag called Marquee. Yeah, that is the main class for this particular video. Yeah. So we want to talk about how you can add marquee to text, add it to image, add it to anything you want to add marquee to. And what is marquee and how does it work? Marquee is let me just write the name here. Marquee, and that is marquee for you. Oh, sorry. So that is marquee. Marquee. Yeah, that's marquee. So this marquee now is used for making image scroll. So making image text or any element you had in between your marquee to stroke. On a default menu, it stroke from the right hand side to the left hand side. That's how marquee works. So we are going to talk about how different ways we can manipulate marquee to suit our expectation or probably our desire or our imagination. So now let's go ahead and add marquee to our code right now. So I'll add tag called marquee. Marquee. Yeah, you can see that. So you can add, let's say this is marquee. Now you save. You will see the tag. You can see here there. This is marquee. You can see that it's trolling. This code did that. And you can add this marquee to anything. Let's say on this heading 2. This is our heading 2 here on the code, and this is heading 2 on the code. This is on the screen. Let's say we want to add marquee. We want this heading 2 to be strolling. You probably come here and add a starting tag marquee, and we close the marquee here. Save. You will see that this car is strolling already, and that was done by this tag called marquee. You can make your stuff stroll from right hand side to the left hand side on a default. Now let's now imagine probably, okay, let me control Z this. I don't want this there. So this guy is back. I don't want it there. Let's add another tag. Probably let's say h3. I want to say this is our marquee now. So and then we'll add this guy called mark marquee here. Then we copy the starting tag and paste it at the end so that it's full. So let's imagine that we did not even end this marquee. Every code that we have under this guy will be strolling, and I think I've explained the concept of marquee, the starting and ending tag. It start here and it end here, meaning I want the marquee effect to start here and end here. So it's going to affect only this here. But if I did not end the tag, I'm telling the HTML code that I just start it to, I don't know where it ends. So the HTML will add marquee to let's see, let's remove this guy and say save. You can see everything under is trolling because we did not tell the marquee where it should end. We just say that start marquee. We didn't tell it end this side. So you understand. So it's good to just end it so that it will affect only this guy that we want. I hope you understand that. So now how can we manipulate marquee? Now for instance, if you can see this marquee here is coming from the right hand side here to the left hand side. If you now want it to go from left to right, how are you going to do that? So we are going to use an attribute. Yeah, there's an attribute of marquee called direction. So and you know, if you want to add an attribute, we need to add it to the starting tag. When you click on here and we click on space, then we add an attribute called direction is equals to this. Then which direction do we want it? We say right. Now we see, you can see we are directing it to the right hand side. It's coming from the left to the right. On the default menu, it's coming from it's being directed to the left. You understand? So this marquee direction, this is an attribute. The attribute name is direction and the value is left. You can change this left to, you can change this right rather to left. It's going to go back to the default from this going to the left. So what if you now want it to go up or you want it to come down? How are we going to do? You just click here and say up. So it'll be coming from down to the top like this, coming from down to the top, just like this. And if you want it down, you just say down. So it'll be coming from up to the downside. That's exactly how it works. However, you can still increase the sizes. You can see more what is it called? You can see more attributes to our marquee. So let's say for instance now we want to add a background color to our marquee. Like I say, you can use an attribute called style. You can just add background color. Let's say you want to add this guy as our background color, and we save. You can see this guy style background color is maroon. You can see the maroon is here now. You can see, so you can still make the color inside this guy to be color, let's say white. I will say save. Sorry, I didn't write the white well. I will say save. You can see this guy has turned to white. So that's how the style works. It's called an inline CSS. So you can still add more attributes inside this guy, but we are not here to talk about those ones right now. So let's take another one. There is another attribute called behavior. Behavior is equals to, is asking what's the behavior of this guy. For instance, if I say slide, it's sliding on the default. Yeah, if I say stroll, it's strolling. You can see that. So if I now set alternates, yeah, I think there's an error from this code. Yeah, so I think there's an error here. Probably we should check what that error will be. That's what I said in HTML. You have to be very careful, despite how simple it is. So I don't know what's wrong with that code actually, as I try to study. It's just behavior. It should be just behavior, and it should be either stroll, slide, or alternate. The alternate should be bouncing this guy from here, come back here, come back here. Oh, it should be that it's not using you. Let's see. Oh, that is the error. I think, yeah, I made a silly mistake over there. I think it's a British English or something. Yeah, that's why our color that we don't have you. I just remembered now. We don't have you, and some of these things they don't use you. So that's our alternate. So the alternate will be bouncing it from here to go here to bounce back to bounce. It will be bouncing. It means a behavior, and we add alternates. Let's say we say stroll. I think that is the normal stroll. Let's say slide, to be sliding. Yeah, to be sliding. We'll get to see, so we talk about this slide and how we can effect it very well. So that's another attribute for Marquee. I hope you understand what I mean by Marquee now, and you enjoy the class. And before I even move on, let's imagine we want to make our image be going up and down, be strolling from left to right. Let me find an image from a desktop. Okay, let's use this. I can have this picture. Let me copy, and let me come inside here, and the name of our image is Akanlabi, right? And Akanlabi dot jpeg. You can see there's different now. So we now go to our code, and you now click on here. You see that we have akelabi.jpeg. So what we're going to do is, let's include the image first, and src, don't forget, and then you said img slash akin alabi, that is it there. You see akelabi.jpeg. So I will see we have akelabi, but it's very big. What are we going to do? We had a weight, and the weight is going to be, let's say 300 pixels. Save, and yeah, and this is akelabi. Let's imagine we want to make this akelabi be strolling. On a default, we have Marquee, and then let's hang the Marquee where it should hang. Still, and you can see this guy here. Yeah, you can see this guy here. It's strolling, it's strolling, it's strolling. So we can change the direction. Let's say this account we want to see direction. So the direction will come to, let's say, right. See, so it's coming like this. Yeah. So definitely you can add the marquee to anything at all, including image. You can change this guy to up, depending on what you are doing. You can see it's coming from down to up, from all this stuff. So that is it. So we'll meet on the next class. Thank you very much for watching this episode.